I'll have to repost it.
Greetings, Earthlings. And there is a chat, you said?
Yeah. It'll show up right there.
Oh.
We are publicly live, though.
That's fine. Hey, Shannon LaBaugh. Ayer.
Okay. The link has been sent.
So then you call them now to go to the other link?
Yeah, I just updated the photos.
For anyone watching, go to the other
Tell them what.
link. Go to the other link.
They should be added.
Oh.
The other one is like deleted now, pretty much.
Yeah, if you're in here, you found it.
Oh.
Shannon LaBaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Listen to this festival. My Chemical Romance and Paramore are the headliners. Bring Me the Horizon, Taking Back Sunday, Dashboard Confessional, The Used, AFI, Alkaline Trio, A Day to Remember, Pierce the Veil, The Story So Far, Avril Lavigne, Bright Eyes, Jimmy Eat World, The Ready Set, 303, State Champs, 4 Year Strong, Lil Huddy, Seos in Paris.
What is this?
All these bands broke up like 10 years ago. I can't believe they got all these bands back together. Census Fail, Silverstein, Acceptance, hasn't been together in like 10 years. The Starting Line, Law Dispute, broke up a zillion years ago. We the Kings, The Wonder Years, Hawthorne Heights, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Anberlin, Armor for Sleep, Thursday, Story of the Year. This is
What festival is this?
it's called When We Were Young, and it's in Vegas in October, and I guess we're going.
I guess so.
Duck Cubed, Fred, what up? Cat Morgan, stop, I'm there already with Just My Cam. Dude, I know, this is huge. Meredith, Schmeredith, my new bestie, IRL.
All right.
All right, it's time to get moving. Lex,
You gotta put it up there
Yeah.
so they can see.
I
What
have
I'll
to
do
be able to
is
read the blogs.
I'll put the comments.
Oh, you can get the content if you want.
What about the blogs?
Um,
I can't read them just because of my eyes. Mio
Oh,
host.
wait, I have to have a link to it. I forgot.
It's public, so you just have to go on the gloss booth and just turn the volume all the way down. We can use my computer for the blog.
I got mine right here. It's okay.
Hey everybody. What is up? What is going on?
Alright.
We're finally ready.
Comments?
We're cooking. Okay, guys, so today's live podcast. We have Lex over there. We're about to rope her in as soon as I move my computer around. And today we're going to read. I'm really excited. Basically, we just pulled up a bunch of Disney food blogs, and we love them, but they are notorious for like clickbaity listicles that are like 8 unwritten Disney World rules and 11 Disney World tips nobody seems to know that make a huge difference. And we're just going to read through a bunch of these and see what's good and what's not. I'm really excited because a lot of these listicles always have like the same nonsense on them. Not that food blogs are better or worse than anyone else's. There's all the bad ones are everywhere else on the internet, but I'm excited to see. 38 things you didn't know guest services could do for you. That seems like it's going to be exploitative.
Where are you getting all these?
I just typed in like tips.
Disney food blog tips.
Like on Disney Food Blog, I went to their search thing and put in tips. And now it's just like showing me all 4 tools that will dramatically simplify your Disney World planning. Genie better not be on there. 9 super simple hacks that will upgrade your Disney World trip. I have to know. All right, I have so many of these pulled up now.
Here, look at them on here, and then I'll fix that and put it up here. No problem, please.
Okay.
And we can read them on this one.
Wait, do what?
Pull up the blogs you want on this computer, and then I'll put this one up here so they can see all of us. Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's in here.
Ah, that's your phone, I think. Maybe. Where did I just send that? Open up your AirDrop real quick. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, just so everyone knows, I'm sending the blogs to Cam's computer so we can use my computer for this, and then we'll read off of his. How's everyone's day going? What's going on? Hey, I can't scroll down on these comments.
Okay, I have the comments here, so you can put the.
The last one I can see is Dakota Vasquez. It
You
doesn't
don't
let
need
me.
to see it, 'cause I have them here.
Well, it'd just be nice.
If you're putting the camera up anyway, so you get to see it regardless.
Oh, maybe if you go to that top chat, it might be able to, like,
Oh, wait.
live chat.
There it is.
Just keep it up.
Okay, here's the next one. Okay. So how's everyone's day going? Who's at work and who's at home right now? We are obviously at work.
Oh no, Meredith left Florida and is now in a snowstorm.
I saw your Instagram story. It looked very snowy. Also, congratulations on testing negative for COVID.
Everybody here is working from home. If Lauren said she's at work, are you at work in an office?
She
or
said,
at home?
fuck work. She doesn't care about work. She cares about the bros.
Everybody's working from home. Alright, shall we get started?
I'm on the last one right now. Okay. This is crazy. You guys are just like at the podcast setup right now. Like, hello.
Alright.
Okay, that's everything officially. Here's live. Oop, wrong live stream. There we go. Now we got the comments popping off. Okay. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Stop saying bad
Sorry.
words.
I said this was for kids.
Oh, I probably need to scoot my chair in.
You may have to come in just a tad.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
In
You guys get
here.
moving. I'm gonna get the pretzels and cheese.
Can you guys hear us okay from this far away? Is everything fine? Is our sound good?
You should maybe, like, turn the volume up and just make sure that sounds good. We're pretty, we don't have very much of a delay either, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. The only thing I can hear is just how hot Cody's computer is.
It's not hot.
The fan's on.
The fan's on because I'm live.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
We're doing this shit live.
Alright. But it sounds like a big fan is on in the back. Yeah, it's because the fan is on.
Par for the course.
So-
Sorry about that.
There is a fan. It's just coming from his computer. So, sorry about that. But as long as you can hear us,
Come in.
yeah, they all can.
Good.
They're writing in.
Okay. I'll
Talk about
explain.
chat.
What?
Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, no, I guess we couldn't. I was gonna say we could bring it up on here, but I guess it would be.
It's here, and I'll just make
Yeah.
sure that at least you and I have eyes on it at all times so we can answer any questions.
If not like an Instagram live where it's a bunch of people we don't know asking stuff, like
Yeah.
you guys can do it. Alright. So, today's hour we're going to be spending reading through and discussing these crazy rules or like tips that bloggers give to get views on their blog. And they're usually things that are just like, maybe if it's your first time ever hearing about Disney, some of these things would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But I'm sure you guys know them. To us, it's just like, oh, like why would you even write that down? Like,
Yeah, I guess if I was someone who was going to Disneyland, like, I was looking up as much as I possibly could my first time to Disneyland. I was like, okay, I need to know everything. Yeah, so I guess that makes sense.
It may have just become as me being obsessed with every park, but I have never done vacation research ever.
Even Disneyland?
Not my first time for Disney. I like went into it and I was like, oh, everything's smaller. Like that's something that you would probably know if you did research, but I had no idea that the castle is so small and the main street is so small.
The
It's kind of wing it.
only thing I ever researched was our first Disney cruise. I looked up
Everything.
every restaurant, everything. Like, I needed to know what the dealio was.
I didn't do that for my first Disney cruise. I was like, nope, going in there blind. But I usually like to do that. But Disneyland, I needed to know where I was eating, what I was doing, all those things. But anyway, so yeah, welcome to the special secret bonus episode of Oh Boy the podcast for our Patreon friends.
I guess if you're watching this right now, congratulations, but we're going to make it unlisted after, so you will not have access to it.
Oh yeah, those
Because
are
it's
yeah.
open right now.
True. Yeah. But Cody, yeah, so let's get started.
You ready for me to kick it off?
Yeah. If you guys have any comments, questions along the way, me and Cam are watching the chat, so we'll be here to make sure we see them. And yeah, let's jump right into it.
All right, Oh Boy the podcast. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, guys, welcome to Oh Boy the podcast. We're starting off with 8 unwritten Disney World rules.
Gotta introduce yourself. How we normally do.
I'm your host, Cody T, and I'm eating a pretzel.
And I am Cam,
And I'm Lex.
live.
Live. Alright, now go.
Okay, already I hate this. Rule number 1, to the left, to the left. When you're navigating a crowd and you're faced with a fork in the road, we suggest going left. People naturally tend to move towards the right. Just for starters, you may notice shorter waits at temperature check and security at the park entrances. I don't even know what that means. And also, I would not suggest going to the left because people will go to their natural flow of traffic, like in a
Let's go to the
vehicle.
right.
So I'd almost argue, probably please go to the right. That's probably why so many people are bumping into each other, because they're reading this thing. Why would you go to the left? You stay on the right side. Stay on the right side.
And you pass them and then get back in the right-hand lane.
Do you guys all agree with that?
Wait, what was
Am I
it?
crazy?
What was the last thing you said about temperature checks?
Just for starters, you may notice shorter wait times at temperature checks and security at the park entrances if you go to the left.
The one that immediately popped into my mind was the parking tolls,
What do you do?
specifically at, I mean, mostly at Universal, but even Epcot. On festival days when it backs up like that, if you stay to the left, there's like 8 lanes of traffic that are completely open, and the other right ones are like actually backed up pretty bad.
So you're saying you do go to the left?
I mean, like when I'm like we
In
did
the
other
car,
day.
yes. In the car, everyone goes straight. We always go to the left. And the left actually is always shorter, but that's just in the car when you're getting up to the park.
And Universal's the same way too. If you stay to the left and go all like the long way, all the way around to the very long side, there's never a way over there.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying. The same thing. If I get off the monorail and I'm at Magic Kingdom, everyone's going to go to the ticket booth right there immediately what's in front of them. That's to the left. So I want to keep going further down and go to the right. But if I'm getting off the ferry, everyone's going to go straight to the right, which is right in front of them, or keep going down to the left, and that will be faster. So, I mean, that's just like common, like, everyone's going to the first thing they see. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, yeah. Okay, cool.
And it says, so Maggie said, I think they mean keep going past the long lines of security.
That's the thing.
Which I get, but it says, well, no, it says when you're faced with a fork in the road. So I'm thinking like when you're walking through Fantasyland past Peter Pan and it's like massively busy, go to the left, but I don't know.
I think they're
Oh.
talking about security.
Tower Terror is a good one to bring up. More people go to the left on that one, or people go straight.
Cool.
Okay, what about Tower of Terror? Isn't it a thing to keep going straight as opposed to the right for a skew? I don't know. I feel like it's pretty even. Like
It's
you
pretty
just
even.
look and see.
Well, because if you go straight, there's only one tower there. If the ones if you go curve right, there's 2 towers there. So it really depends on how backed up it is on each side, because that's what I look for. Even though it looks shorter at first, looking straight ahead, there's only one tower there. So there's that.
Yeah, there's like I have always heard at the hub of MK go to the left. Yeah, but like even World Showcase, like everyone goes to the left. I guess in like if we're talking something circular, it's natural to move clockwise. So you would always go to the left, right? Like you're always moving around World Showcase clockwise. But this is saying face with a fork in the road. I don't know. Maybe we need to move on.
I don't know when
I
this was
don't get it.
published, but I feel like it's one of those things that has been passed down from vacation planner to vacation planner that just really isn't true anymore.
Interesting.
Oh, there's more. There's more. Sorry. And in Magic Kingdom, most people head right towards Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Space Mountain at the beginning of the day. Instead, turn left towards Adventureland. You should be able to hop on a few big rides with shorter wait times. Yeah, but that's not about like going left. That's just saying go away from the big rides.
So it's a catchy.
In like any other direction.
It's a catchy catchphrase. That's what they're saying. They're just saying they found a way to say go left.
The only time this tip may not work is in Animal Kingdom. Early in the day, a ton of people will turn left towards Pandora. Flight of Passage and Navi River are two big ticket attractions, and they draw pretty big crowds early on. If you want to take the path less traveled, you may want to head right in this condition. Number 2!
Yeah, that one. That one just can't be a universal law. There is no just going left to guarantee quickness. But move on.
Yeah, Meredith. The tip should be pay attention and go where there's less people.
Good job, Meredith. I agree.
Just
Use your best judgment.
Yeah.
Let's just put our thinking caps on when navigating traffic.
Checking wait times.
Yeah.
Number 2, and wait, what is it? This is the eight unwritten rules of Disney blogs or whatever. 2, wear your celebration button. If you're celebrating a big event like a first visit, birthday, engagement, or honeymoon, wear your celebration button loud and proud. If I start speaking weird, it's because it's bold. You'll be able to pick one up for free at most gift shops. And if you're celebrating something unique, grab a blank celebration button instead. They're the green ones. Then you can write in your own milestone. While it's not guaranteed, cast members will often make some extra magic for guests wearing a celebration button. You can get a free cupcake, a card signed by some characters, and more. Don't ask for, expect, or take advantage of these freebies, but you may be pleasantly surprised. Okay.
I agree with this 100% wholeheartedly. I've seen and received extra magic when I've had the button on, and I've also had days where nothing happens. But it's still worth a try. And the best part is every cast member, as you're walking by, and guests too, are telling you happy birthday or congratulations. Whenever I see a button, I will always try to say whatever to whatever the event is.
Yeah.
So I say yes. This is great advice. You should definitely do this.
It's just kind of funny, I get. Maybe just because we go so often,
Yeah.
it's like, of course I would rather
Yeah,
find
but-
it.
yeah.
It's one of those things that we look past, but a lot of other people probably don't.
If
know
it
about
is your
that.
first time, yeah, I guess.
You wouldn't know that Disney will, the cast members maybe give something extra magical if it's your 8-year anniversary, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3, look for closures before you go.
What?
Refurbishments happen pretty frequently in Disney World, but most of them are announced in advance. If you don't visit the parks often, or maybe it's your first trip, make sure that ride you're itching to go on will be available. I honestly think we could just cruise by that because that's actually really great advice.
That's great advice.
That's advice that we should take more often ourselves.
Now
Is
more
that-
than ever, everything is closed. So look out for what.
Okay, but here's
Everything
the thing.
is closed right now.
Wait, but here's a question. Would you actually follow that advice? Like, for example, if you were to tell me Hyperspace Mountain at Disneyland is closed right now, but we could go to Disneyland next week, would I say, no, let's wait till it's open again? Or would I say, no, yeah, I'll go right now and just not ride Hyperspace Mountain, even though it's my favorite ride ever?
I mean, I would probably wait a week, but I think it's not so much about moving your vacation. It's just like manage your expectations. Like, don't get to studios and be the last one to find out that news today has been
before you
posted.
book, you better check. Which,
I don't think so.
Which I think for first timers makes sense. Me, I would never follow it for myself.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, now continue.
Okay.
Or even better, before you even start planning, look at that sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Schedule an early breakfast. This is number 4. I guess I have to see what it says before I pass my judgment.
I already know what this is because I used to give this advice all the time.
This was a big Pixie Traveler 2016-17 thing. Get the early reservation before anyone's in the parks, and you get to hang out and do your own thing. A lot of restaurants have reservation times before park opening. There it is. So you can get into the park before anyone else. A cast member will check you in for your reservation at the park entrance and then let you in before official opening time. Pretty cool, right? Okay, that advice kind of stands the test of time. I know a lot more are closed now, but a lot of the breakfast open with park open now. You'll want to book that ADR, that's Disney lingo for an advanced dining reservation. Chow down on your breakfast and get right in line for a popular ride. For some extra strategy, pick which restaurant you eat at based on which ride you want to hop on first. Do note that not everything is open for breakfast right now and things are a little different, so plan accordingly. They even gave you the pandemic reminder there. Who here has booked a breakfast reservation before park hours opening? And what ride did you use that to get on? Lex, go ahead.
I didn't do it for a ride. I did it for pictures. Because, well, hear me out.
Yeah.
The hub and the castle, the area, it's empty that early in the morning. Everyone's doing their dining or they are getting in line for rides. So I used to go when I was working with a brand and I need some really good content. I would book it extremely early, and on my way in, I don't do big, huge photo shoots. I'm like a 2-picture girl and I'm done. On the way in, I would get my picture I needed. I'd go eat breakfast, and then I'd come out and get the picture again after that. It was great. I loved it. Oh yeah.
Duck Cubed Fred.
Also did it for pictures as well. This is also great at Epcot. Great at Epcot.
Yeah. Epcot is the only one I've actually ever heard of doing it for. I've never done it before personally.
Be Our Guest used to open at like 7 a.m. and the park would open at like 9, and you can get in like 2 hours early. It was like,
Are they still quick service or are they?
But they don't do breakfast anymore.
yeah, Ball got rid of breakfast. Crazy.
I very, very rarely eat breakfast in Disney to begin with. Yeah.
Maggie, Tusker House for Lion King.
Ooh, that'd be a really fun one. I like that one. We should do that.
Tusker House is a good one, yeah.
We should definitely do a really early Tusker House. I love that idea.
I know Garden Grill is a real popular one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to do studios.
I did.
That's breakfast.
Yeah,
Hollywood and Vine.
Hollywood and Vine. I would do it there.
But it would be cool to like, because you could probably do Tower Rockin' quickly.
Well, they don't let you know the ride's not open.
No, I know.
You just go get in line till the rest of the world gets there.
Yeah, but you could be there before the rest of the world.
Yeah. I see.
Meredith, we just eat breakfast in line when we wait to go into the park, pre-pandemic. Yeah. Ja.
Makes sense.
I want Be Our Guest to bring back the quick service lunch. That's never going to happen because they are now charging $60 for a prefix.
And I really enjoyed the quick service breakfast. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but money.
I haven't been there in so long.
Me neither.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Use the resort monorail.
We were just talking about this.
We just did a
The
TikTok
TikTok.
about this.
The crowds can be overwhelming leaving Magic Kingdom at the end of the night, but if you need to go back to your car at the TTC, there's a lesser known way to get there. Take the resort monorail instead of the express monorail. I obviously can't roast this because we just also gave this advice on TikTok the other day.
Well, that, but also, side note about this, someone was saying that they heard like rumors that Disney's going to start doing like a scan to get on there because of how backed up it's getting on the resort monorail because everyone's doing this. Would that happen, you think? There's no way. It helps people move through like quickly,
I think
right?
it could very well happen.
Nothing would surprise me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them doing that.
Okay.
At the same time, I could also see them know, like, why would you pay another person $12 an hour? I don't know. Part of me can't see it happening. Part of me thinks it has to happen soon.
Well, no, that can't happen because if I went to the TTC, they say that's how you're supposed to get. Or if I want to go to the Poly, they tell you go park at the TTC. Sorry, you can't come in here without a reservation, but if you want to come here, go to the TTC. So
yeah, they would just be blocking everyone out
they
of
would
the
be
hotels.
blocking everybody out of the hotel.
Oh.
The
Okay.
thing with that though is, I think like it would be pretty easy to say like, hey, you have to walk because you can walk from TTC to Poly.
But you can't walk
But I
to
can't walk
Contemporary
from
Grand
TTC
Flow.
to Contemporary.
Also, it's like, what if I was in a wheelchair? It'd be like, no, I'm not walking to the Polynesian.
Yeah, true.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
The security thing is a whole other debacle that
Yeah.
has to be debunked because we all talk about the
Huh,
security thing.
interesting.
I've
But
been
yeah, I don't
asked
know.
my destination before when getting on the resort at the end of the night and got redirected to Express.
It could be something that like it only happens at Magic Kingdom. Like if you're leaving the park and you're trying to get on the resort monorail to get back to or maybe they stop stopping at TTC.
Maggie
altogether.
says there's a CM there now.
Oh.
There's a CM that asks if you are actually going to the hotel. I've never seen that, and we did that like the other day.
Wait, a great idea is don't stop at the TTC because if you're staying at the monorail, oh no, you do because they have buses there that take you to other places, so you do need to stop at the TTC regardless.
I don't imagine this happening.
Okay, all right. Anyway, we got distracted.
For now, good advice.
For
Take the
now,
resort.
great advice.
Till the wheels fall off, baby.
It really only matters at park opening, park closing. During the day, both sides of the monorail, I've always seen both of them empty. So, all right.
Number 6, bring your own snacks. You can save a lot of money if you choose to pack your own snacks instead of buying them in the parks. We've got a few options for how you want to do it. An easy solution, your hotel gift shop stocks a lot of food, like bread and lunch meat that you can use to make your own meals. You can also opt to have your groceries delivered to your resort. Just keep in mind that any Amazon, FedEx, or UPS deliveries will be held at the front desk with a fee of $6 per box.
Oh my gosh.
Avoid that fee by using a grocery delivery service with a set arrival window, aka use Instacart, I suppose. Yeah, use Instacart.
Great advice.
I mean, honestly, anyway, it just is. Like, when we go, it depends. Like, if we're working, sometimes we'll go to get snacks from the store because that's, like, part of the experience that we're trying to experience. But, like, when I go to the cabins by myself, I Instacart, like, $200 worth of groceries because I'm there for, like, the week. And I just have everything delivered. I don't even bring stuff from my house. I just don't grocery shop for home that week, and then I have it all delivered to the cabins.
So this is not talking about bringing snacks to the park?
Well, okay, it is, but...
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I got
Okay,
distracted.
yeah, I kind of devolved that, but
Cool. Yeah, for me, for
I
snacks.
pack Magic Spoon when I go to the park.
Yeah, for myself, when I'm alone, do not bring any snacks. I only want to eat Disney food. When I'm with my kids, I definitely bring snacks. Because paying for one person, not a big deal. Paying for 3 people, that's a big deal. So I'll usually buy us one quick service meal, and the rest of it is, if they're hungry again, here's a snack. That's how I do that.
Okay, 7, compliment a cast member. That's a good unwritten rule.
That is a good one.
If you meet a cast member who goes above and beyond, make sure you let someone know. There's a few ways that you can make sure your cast member compliment gets right to the person. If you've got your phone on you, tweet at WDW today with the hashtag cast compliment.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. You can't do that anymore.
Now you can do it on the app though.
Disney even took that away, and now the cast
Aw.
compliments are extremely general, and they don't even go to the people they're supposed to go to. Oh, the gas station convenience store is normal priced if you don't want to drive off property.
Yes.
The gas station by the beach club has fire snacks. They have everything there, and it's all very reasonably priced.
I
Probably
believe-
Speedway too.
I believe
Too.
they have a contract with Disney that says that they're not allowed to make the prices higher on gas and groceries there.
I've
Seems
always
like a weird-
Gas,
wondered
yes.
why the gas was so reasonably priced there.
They have to match like the local average,
Because they're smart, they charge at least $1 more.
and then everyone will be pissed. Like
Yeah. But yeah, that's great.
number 8. That's a good suggestion, James. Character calls. If someone in your travel party has a birthday, you'll want to make sure you know about this one. You can get them a call from Mickey and Friends to wish them a happy birthday. If you've got a resort phone on hand, dial 8 and then enter 224-2144.
What?
You may also be able to get one of these calls from a gift shop. What? Ask a cast member there.
What?
You can also get wake-up calls from Disney characters by setting the wake-up button on your resort phone with the time. You never know who will call you to get you up and ready for a day in the parks.
Yeah.
Damn. We gotta start doing that.
I didn't know this one.
I've never heard that in my life.
I've
Damn.
heard about
I knew
the-
wake-up calls.
I've heard about the
Wake-up calls I know.
I didn't know about the birthday one.
Why haven't we ever done wake-up calls then? We're up so early. That means
and waking me up.
it's not them. It's a pre-recorded voice.
Okay.
He says, "Get up, you lazy bum."
I
Could you imagine if
love
someone
this
comes to desk call you?
idea.
Okay, this is Cheryl at Caribbean Beach.
She's
wake
gotten
up.
Stitch.
Oh, there's different ones.
Or he, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this next time.
Wow.
I'm only ever waking up at resorts with the character waking me up from now
You know, I'll be surprised. I thought 0 of these were going to be useful. The fact that even one of them was something that we're like bringing out with us is impressive.
Wait,
It would still
okay.
make me angry because I have to answer the ringing phone. It's like the ring is actually the thing that makes me this. Like,
And
Yeah, but
they're the
my-
old
or my
phones
annoying
too that
alarm.
sound like 90s. Wake up calls are awesome. Why set your annoying phone alarm when Pooh can be
Pooh's
on the
on
phone?
there.
I got Goofy back when I was a kid, but I haven't done it in forever.
Oh my gosh, okay, we'll do it. For the first time we do it, we'll film it. And maybe we'll make it Patreon exclusive content so you guys can just see me react.
You can do that at the parks too. I remember doing a Goofy birthday call for a guest a few times. Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
this from like your work phone? That's interesting.
Someone get me a happy birthday right now. Send me a happy B-day. I can't
Wait,
give you my phone number.
Did
though.
someone say that, or are you asking for that?
No, I'm asking.
Oh.
We always set it for when we were heading out the door, not to actually wake up.
Oh,
That's
the
it. We're
kids
booking a resort
too.
right
That'd
now.
be so
We're-
cute.
we're going. Huh. You can find the Mickey wake up call on YouTube. Made it a ringtone for an alarm.
Oh, that's cool.
Huh.
Oh, but over time, I think I would get annoyed.
I would,
Yeah, I'd be like, what
I
is
feel
this
like that.
stuff?
I hear him go, oh boy, and then I would just be so pissed every time.
All right. So that was pretty good, honestly, I guess. Just getting one thing. I was kind of
Good
impressed.
job. That was a really good article. There was some very helpful stuff for first-time visitors.
All right. Everyone vote in the comments. I want to see 27 comments right now. Vote on the next article I'm going to read. There's 5. I'll give you two options.
Yeah, do too.
10 weird things about Disney World nobody told me before my first trip. Or 11 Disney World tips nobody seems to know that make a huge difference. Which one of those do you want?
Give him
I'll
a
read
second.
comments. Hey,
There's
Jenna Davis
there's
is
a little
here.
delay.
I had a cast member stop me at studios on a birthday trip a few years ago. Like, I have a phone call for you. And it was the birthday Mickey call.
Oh, I love what Maggie said. Maggie
what's
said,
this?
do it for Lex when you take her to the cabin for her birthday. That's right, Maggie.
Everyone is saying weird.
Everyone's saying weird things. Let's
There's
do
no way
weird
the
thing.
second one's ever going to come back.
I just need to get my water.
10 weird things about Disney World. Thank you, everybody, for voting. That's not quite 27 votes, but 1, 2, 3, 4,
A lot.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll take 12. All right. So 10 weird things about Disney World nobody told me before my trip. This sounds like Family Feud, Steve Harvey. We're about to like vote on weird things. Okay, this isn't gonna be good. I already know. I just read the first.
It's
one.
not gonna be weird?
No, it's not good. Okay. Actually, I think if you think of yourself as not a Disney person, this is actually probably really funny. First weird thing that no one told me about Disney World before my first trip. Disney fans love to plan their outfits.
Yeah, we do.
We're being a little loud.
Yeah. Matching shirts. First of all, oh, they have the Power Bottom shirt. Do you guys remember the Power Bottom debacle when they made the shirt that said Power and it had Mickey bottoms, and so all the gays were like, they were like, oh look, they made a Power Bottom shirt, but it was really, it's like the shirt says Power Couple.
That's funny.
Okay, matching shirts, hats, and accessories are basically everywhere you look nowadays in the parks, thanks to us. You'll spot families, groups around Epcot wearing Drink Around the World Tour t-shirts, newlyweds, and even bachelorette parties in matching looks. Disney obviously offers a seemingly endless supply of cute t-shirts, but many folks choose to make their own or order from custom retailers online. How do I get a shout out in this blog? The fact that they're skirting around not just blatantly saying, check out the Lost Bros, is offensive. With the boom of at-home vinyl cutters and screen printing in the past years, many people know at least someone who can cut them out and iron on for some shirts. If you want one of your own, they're super easy to work with. This is our favorite model. And then they dropped an affiliate link for a Cricut instead of an affiliate link for the Bros. Great job. Missed opportunity. We all missed out on money. Next, Dapper Day and Disney Bounding.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a great one because my first Dapper Day, I was so confused. I was like, what is this? What's happening? How do I be a part of it? You don't realize it's not done by Disney, it's done by this other outside group. So this is a great thing to know, I think, before you go.
Also, really funny. Everyone's saying this isn't weird. This isn't weird. This isn't weird. But
They're not.
I have to break the news. Maybe we're the weird ones. Maybe it is weird, and we just don't think it's weird because we are weird. I'm not like everyone else.
Disney bounding doesn't seem to be a real thing anymore.
Some fashion bloggers still do it, but it's like
It's kind of
only the-
Instagrammy, but definitely not real worldy anymore. Like, I feel like it used to be something that people did to enjoy, and then it became this internet thing that you did to post online. And now I see way less people do it.
I first
Kinda
heard about
rad.
it from my friend who convinced me to make my Pixie Traveler page. I used to go with her and my kids all the time, and she introduced, I'm choking on my Cliff Bar. She introduced Disney bounding to me and I had no idea what it was, and it was and she was not a big Disney person, and she knew what it was, so that's interesting.
Even Dapper Day used to be like this huge thing that got real built up online, but
Not
it just
anymore.
doesn't really seem that way anymore.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to participate in Dapper Day, and now I don't.
Disney bounding became a very toxic community.
Oh.
What?
I didn't even know there was a community. I just thought it was something people did.
I'm shocked.
Some people take merchandise very seriously. This is number
Yeah,
7.
we do. I'm getting my water, but continue.
Okay, guys, we all need to accept the fact here that this article was written about us. And the first thing it's doing is dragging pin traders. Well, it's not dragging them, but ever see folks around the parks with, this is definitely for someone who's never been to Disney ever. Ever see folks around the parks with lanyards covered in Disney pins? Or do you ever wonder why there are long lines outside of a gift shop first thing in the morning? Welcome to the world of pin trading.
That was so fun when I first learned about that, pin trading.
Yeah, I remember you got me into pin trading when I first started, and then it fizzled out.
I wish I could go back in time and like relive all those, finding out those things for the first time. Me and Cody, oh, that's not my phone. Me and Cody used to go on Amazon and buy bags of real Disney pins, not fake ones, real ones, for like really cheap, so we can go trade them with cast members. We loved it. It was
Disney
so
pins
fun.
was like back in its glory day when I was a child was like one of the true things that like really got me into Disney.
Is that why you always go run off looking for pins?
Yeah, I still collect them.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Cam sent me, they got me into Phineas and Ferb.
No.
Yeah, it's like all the kids just hanging out doing that thing. Pin trading may feel like this underground world where pins are currency, but really it's just a fun hobby for many guests wanting a more unique souvenir. Pin trading is an experience, and it's one you can continue on each time you visit Disney World. I do agree. It is an experience, and I think if you've never pin traded, you should at least try it once. You should go at the start of your vacation and buy one pin that you don't really want, buy it for $12, and then like you should spend the whole trip just trading that pin until you leave with something that you really care about.
Yeah.
Because I do have my pin boards over in the corner, and I don't have many, but the few that I have, I like remember why I have them, and it's very meaningful.
And there's entire lines of pins that they come out with that only get given to cast members to trade with people. And I mean, the hardcore pin traders will like rope drop parts and go from store to store, saying, "Hi, can I see your?" It's a little bit different off COVID, but
This
like
one.
saying like, "Hey, can I see your pins?" and like trying to get the complete set. And that's really cool.
I pin traded one of these. I forget which one. I think it was this one. This Tinkerbell one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here. Look at her. Look how cute she is. Yeah. They're so fun.
It's a little different now with COVID. We just saw that picture of there's like a mystery box kind of thing that they do now, and you have to like randomly select one. It used to be where you could like choose from like 5 to 10, but now it's all like random. And it's a little bit different.
And I think I saw Navy Wife Tails. You say you collect them for the special stuff. I would do that. I have one for like every resort that I've stayed at. We always get a
That was
pin.
ours. We have like almost all of them.
We have like all the resorts. Usually every year for the new Very Merry Party or Halloween party, I would get the updated one for that. So I did it more like that. And then who remembers at Animal Kingdom? I think it was Animal Kingdom. There was a pin board on a trash can.
Yeah, they got real popular for a while. I think they were in every park for a while.
Oh, yeah, they were on trash cans. The board was, and you could go trade off the trash can. Oh, so cool. Anyway, that's a good one.
now it's just talking about more merch, t-shirts, and things.
It extends well beyond pins. The merch mania.
Okay, I think this is number 3. Weird. Okay, reminder. This is 10 weird things that no one told me about Disney World before my first trip. Number 3. The weather can be crazier than you think.
Weird.
So weird. Okay, we're gonna skip that.
It is Florida. The weather is crazy. Plan accordingly.
Maybe it's weird, like it's gonna rain for 2 hours and then be gorgeous sun right after. Maybe that's what they mean.
Weird.
Weird.
So weird.
No.
Weather. So weird.
James said the sun is hot.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. Number 4. Guest behavior can be ... interesting.
Not weird.
Weird.
It's not ... weird. It's ... interesting.
While it seems common knowledge to not block others while riding an attraction with the use of your phone, camera, iPad, or flash, you even get that please no flash picture speech on practically every dark ride, common sense tends to go out the door with some visitors. Weird. Keep in mind that a lot of the time, folks might not even realize what they're up to. Vacation brain is totally a weird thing, and it can affect all of us sooner or later.
We should take a shot every time he says weird.
For real. Between the heat, the crowds, the excitement, and perhaps the lack of sleep, we are all known to make questionable choices every now and then. No. Behave yourselves, please.
Just being.
No vacation brain. Behave. Just behave. Just keep in mind that cast members want you to have a fun vacation, but they also want you to be safe. Okay, I'm not reading the same one.
Alright, after this one, we all have to say weird.
Okay, ready? Number 5, weird things at Disney World or something. Disney World, smells on rides. Weird. Disney World is all about the sights, sounds, and yes, smells. It's been proven that people strongly associate memories with smells, and Disney brings this to the next level. Ever heard someone still go on and on about the smell of oranges on Horizons in Epcot in the 1980s? No, I don't know anyone that old.
No one does that.
Also, we have Soarin'. Smells can be powerful
Also,
memory.
we have
Also,
Spaceship Earth,
Yeah.
where Rome is burning.
Also, if you rode Horizons in the 80s, you're not old. I'm just kidding. Smells can be a powerful memory, and Disney takes advantage of that on their rides. Some are barely noticeable, while others, like the smell of fresh grass or flowers on Soarin' Around the World, are hard to miss. Other rides where you'll typically find scents include Mickey's PhilharMagic, Journey into Imagination with Figment, when he rips ass,
Cody.
Spaceship Earth. You guys, they told us it's burnt coffee.
Cody.
Spaceship Earth. It's Tough to Be a Bug, Flight of Passage, and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait, that smells burnt coffee? Really?
Yeah.
No, that's Figment.
So I think
I
said that.
Yeah, I have to say this is all very true. It does associate with memory, but what the heck purpose do you need to know this before you go to Disney World? Just
It's
to
a
be-
weird thing no one
just-
told you.
Just,
Some of Disney World's resort hotels pipe specific scents into their lobbies. Very subtle, but absolutely there. That is true because I have the company that makes the smells for Disney and installs all the technology. I bought the scent thing that they use, and I have the Beach Club thing.
He's not lying.
I know, it's in my laundry room. I stopped using it because it was giving everybody headaches because it was like Beach Club times 15 in your nose as soon as you walk in the door.
It's intended for a ballroom and he uses it in his
For his house.
Okay, also we can't forget the intoxicating scent of popcorn and waffle cones in progress on Main Street, USA. Number 5 or 6, I don't remember which one we're on now. It is not a small world after all. Weird. At nearly 40 square miles, the sheer size of Walt Disney World is overwhelming. Even with a comprehensive and complex transportation system by boat, by roadway, by monorail, and now by sky, many casual visitors neglect to factor in how long travel can take between each location. I wouldn't consider that weird, but that is something that
But great
someone
notes. Yeah.
someone should tell you before you get there. It is a long time between places if you're just driving and walking, etc., etc.
Yeah. Not weird, but important to know before you go.
All right, especially for those familiar with the walkable Disneyland property, most places are completely unwalkable until me and Cam walk across Disney property and prove them wrong, because we're going to do that. We're walking from the Contemporary to Animal Kingdom one day. We always recommend factoring in extra time when planning your travel between locations. Buses break down, monorails get delayed, and the Skyliner can close unexpectedly. And depending on what resort you're staying at, those internal bus loops with some resort hotels can add upward of an extra 30 minutes to your commute time. That is, for realies, very true.
Yeah, very true.
Next one.
This has gotten completely off.
This has the worst headline. Literally the most not weird things ever. It may be tough to meet your favorite character.
Weird.
I guess.
Someone said just do the Run Disney Marathon. No, I don't want to run it. I want to walk it.
I'll do it. Send me. I'll go. At Volunteers Tribute. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
I feel like everyone knows that. I feel like everyone knows all these things. All right, due to the sheer size of Disney World, there is simply too much to do it all on most vacations. So be prepared to possibly miss out on a ride or two, or that character you wanted to meet, or that snack you wanted to try. Combine the size of Disney World with those crowds, and it'll be even harder to do all the things you want to do. Remember, character meet and greets are temporarily discontinued. Well, okay, never mind. We expect more of our Disney... Never mind. All that's changed now. Ultimately, the best way to navigate this scenario is twofold. Plan ahead with your priorities in mind, and be prepared to be flexible. To help, we have countless articles on planning your Disney vacation. And then they link to a bunch of their own articles. So, there's that. I have enough to say about that. Okay, this is kind of a weird thing, actually.
Sure.
Well, it's not weird, but it's still good advice. You have to know what you'd like to eat 2 months in advance. Kind of weird, actually, yeah. It is really hard to just go and decide you want to eat something. As we mentioned, with attractions and character must-dos, planning is crucial. If you're looking to get those coveted dining reservations at popular spots, you're going to have to be ready to book them 60 days in advance. Yep. You'll need to know what you'd like to eat for dinner 2 months in advance. Where else do you need to pick a meal so far ahead of time? If you plan to stick to counter services throughout your trip, you don't need to plan quite so far ahead, but we know for many, part of the allure of Disney vacation is snagging reservations at popular spots like California Grill, Be Our Guest, or Be Our Guest. If plans change, you can always cancel your res up to 24 hours ahead before incurring a fee. Yeah.
There really is some excitement to that, and I get that because I feel that way when I'm at Disneyland. When I get a reservation that I like, oh, this is I got a good one, I'm so excited. Like, I feel the excitement in it.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense, that is kind of part of it. Huh.
Okay. Anyone else? Guys, what is your coveted Disney reservation? Has anyone here actually gone on 60 days in advance? I need to get on tomorrow at they go up at 4 a.m. and I have to do it, what's it, the 18th?
What is it?
On the 20th. On Thursday, on the 20th. Reservations
for
Turf Club,
Chico,
and...
I forget the other one.
3 restaurants.
Flying Fish.
And Flying Fish, yes.
Fish.
Those 3 restaurants are reopening and reservations open on Thursday morning at 4 a.m. So I have to set my alarm, get my reservations, and then go back to bed. I'm still baffled by the fact that I see influencers eating at restaurants multiple times before I can ever get a reservation to that same place. So the tough thing with influencers is, and we do it all the time, we eat at a lot of places, you can get reservations same day if you're flexible. So Narcoossee's, we checked every day, and eventually we got one that was same day because it just happened to open.
You also don't always need reservations. A lot of them do walk-ups.
Yeah.
If you're there, right, when it opens up.
Living here is a really different ballgame when it
Very
comes to the
different.
reservation system. 'Cause not that you game it, but you live here, so you're infinitely more flexible. We're not here 7 days a year, we're 365.
When we did Sebastian's last week or 2 weeks ago, we were at Epcot and we were supposed to eat at Epcot, and then last minute Cody's I really want Sebastian's. So all we did was just for 20 minutes, just kept refreshing the app, checking to see if something's opened up every now and then bam, he got it, and reservation at 6:45. So if you have the time to be flexible, yes, as a local, that makes it a lot more easier.
James uses touring plans to snag them.
I've heard of that.
Do they have something that gets it for you?
They have a program or a software that keeps track of when they go up.
In 2012, I used to use the ADR Sniper, which was a paid service.
Yeah,
and this
same
was
thing.
Long before Lost Bros. I hadn't even really been coming to Disney for more than a year or so, and there was a service, and you would pay $5 or $10, and I would put in I want California Grill on this day, and as soon as it would update every second, and as soon as a reservation would open, it would pop it. But I didn't know those existed as of 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't even know that happened. Why don't we use that?
I think it's a paid thing too.
Is it looked down upon to use that? Like,
Touring planes is
think
by
so.
it's a tool.
It's fair game. yeah.
Anyone can
It's like-
use it, right?
Yeah.
okay.
Touring planes is by far the best tool I have seen for this. I rarely miss a place I want when I give it a wide enough window. Okay, everybody, we should try that, I
Let's
guess.
try it.
Well, we'll try it. Touring plans.
We
David.
know the man whose name I'm forgetting. No.
Touring plans is paid, but it's an annual subscription. That's right. We do know that. But they offer all sorts of other stuff too. I'm so happy you guys went to Sebastian. You need to go back and try the plant-based menu. It was shockingly good. You know what? At the end of the meal, we were like, we were supposed to do that. Because you get 1 and 1, and we didn't need all of it. And we were like, oh my god, we totally forgot to say we needed 1 and 1.
Yeah.
So yes, we do need to go back.
So I mentioned their go-to 6-day in advance reservation is Oga's, which is a very good one. 'cause I have good
yeah.
reviews.
Oh, yeah. But that's another one of those things, like, that I've been seeing. Oga's is on there every day now. Like, it may be at 9:30 p.m. or it may be at, like, right at opening. But, like, I just check the reservation. Every day I just check the reservations just to see, like what the crowd levels are, where are people going, what can I do, what can I not do. Oga's is on there, like, every time I open the app now. But it's never the same time. And it's, like, if I don't get it right then, within 5 minutes, they're gone. All right, next weird thing. You can celebrate Halloween in August and Christmas in November. We all celebrate Halloween in well, oh my god. Maybe it's because we live in Orlando.
That is what I know.
I guess the rest of the world probably. Well, I always celebrated Christmas in November.
Me
Well, not
too.
celebrated, like decorated, I guess. But I
Yeah,
didn't
the
celebrate.
weird thing is definitely if I were to go to the park in August and see Halloween decor and I didn't know that, that would be a little weird. I could be like, whoa, that's really early. Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
September and October, I'd be like, okay, this is fine. But August is a little early.
I'll give that one a half weird.
Yeah, half weird, half weird. All right, give us one more
We have
because
to be getting close to the end here.
we have to go pretty soon because I have a staff meeting.
Okay, I think we're on the. That was
We
the last
all
one.
have-
That was the last one, but it wasn't good. But all right, skipping the.
Are you gonna do it?
It's not very weird.
Yeah, it's not weird at all.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna roll through these articles and just pick the worst thing I've ever heard. All right, the last weird thing was it's harder to skip lines, and then it was just talking about Genie Plus. Okay, so now I'm gonna read things until we find one really good thing to end on. 9 super simple hacks that will upgrade your Disney World trip. Dine at character locations for breakfast. We know that.
That's great because if you have kids and they want to meet a character, that's a guaranteed way to do it.
Oh, I started with Artist Point.
So good.
Use a travel agent. I can't speak to that.
You basically work.
Get more hours in the parks for less by arriving early for hard-ticketed events. Everybody knows that. Let's do this. Nobody seems to know.
Someone
Let's get
asked.
some juicier here.
James asked, "What are our weird things?"
I'll think about that in a second and tell you. Pack motion sickness medication from Mission Space. Protect yourself against chafing. Hell yeah.
It's
Wait,
fair,
what
okay.
was this? 11 Disney World tips nobody seems to know. Okay, yes, pack motion sickness medication and protect yourself from chafing. I probably wouldn't have thought of that the first time I went, so that's actually decent advice. Oh, love this. Get your prescriptions delivered directly to the park. I've never heard of this. This is great. You might already know that you can get your prescriptions delivered to your resort hotel by services like Turner Drugs. I did not know that.
No.
But did you know they also deliver prescriptions directly to the park? Should I go get, like, to the doctor and be like, I have the common cold, I need you to prescribe me something? And then he'll be like, where do you want me to fill it to? And I'm just going to say Magic Kingdom. And he's going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? This is so helpful in a pinch. If you find yourself out of refills on necessary prescriptions, or you end up with an unexpected trip to urgent care that leaves just enough time to make it to your Magic Kingdom dinner reservation, this option might be for you. If you have a UTI and you just went to the doctor, but
Oh
there's
my God.
no way you're going home, you gotta get to Magic Kingdom, here's how we're gonna help you out. It's a
Okay.
little pricey, but the last time, it's only $9 for delivery.
But not for the like, medicine, just for
No.
delivery.
Medicines can be delivered right to the first aid centers within the parks. Just make sure you have a copy of the prescription and possibly ID to be on the safer side to show the cast members when you're picking it up. Honestly, the next time I have my prescription filled, I just had it delivered today by Target. Next time I have to have my prescription refilled, I'm refilling it to the Magic Kingdom and we're going to go pick it up there because I have to know.
Does this work?
Yeah,
Where
what
would
is
you
that?
go? Would you go like guess? Maybe they said that in the article.
First aid.
Oh, first aid.
Yeah, so like at Epcot, it would be at the Festival Center. I'm going to have my doxycycline delivered to Magic Kingdom.
Okay, I have a weird thing. Something I know is supposed to make sense, but I do not accept it, and I don't understand why this has to be that way. When you stay at the campgrounds at Fort Wilderness, even though you're in the cabins,
No one tells you anything about. There's nothing that can prepare you for how weird the cabins are.
well, the cabins are fine, but at the pool they don't have towels. Because all the campers, they think in the campsites, they have their own towels. But for those the cabins, they do turnover service in the cabins. They clean it, they do all that. There's no pool towels at the pool. None whatsoever. So if you're going to Fort Wilderness Cabins, and you want to, or at the campgrounds even, you have to have your own pool towels. It's so weird, and I'll never get over it. And that's like my one weird, like this right away, weird Disneyland thing.
That must have been some sort of issue that they were having years ago that they just like stopped doing, like with the campsites taking them or something like that.
Oh,
So,
100%.
It must have been
They must have
that.
been losing them every single day.
I guess my only weird thing is, I would say, park hours. Back when I was a kid, Disney Magic Kingdom was open until 1 in the morning, and it was like
Yeah.
the coolest thing ever. Now Epcot opens at 10 and closes at 9.
Animal Kingdom 7
Yeah.
And
p.m. it closes.
it always closes early though.
Then no, for a while though, they kept it open a little bit, like 9.
My weird thing. The towels is a really good one. That was actually like really great. A weird thing that no one tells you about Disney World.
You're welcome, Meredith. You gotta be quick. We got some staff members waiting for us on Zoom.
I even like the Instacart thing. Shit, I don't know.
Or Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, like,
We
that's a
Uber
huge
Eats
thing.
a lot at the resorts.
Honestly, Uber Eats, if there's 3 of you, with 1 or 2 people with the fees, it kind of equates incorrectly. But I would say if there are 3 people or more in your party, and you are sick of the quick services, like we don't really eat at quick services anymore because like we've had them all a million times and it's all just salads and burgers. You can get really good stuff on Uber Eats for about the same price of $14 or $15 a person from some really amazing local Orlando
Great
restaurants.
restaurants around that area that no one knows about.
Yeah, and we're gonna put together a list of those restaurants soon. Actually, in 2 weeks. Joe.
Cool.
Oh my god, that was so fun.
That was.
I love doing this live. Everyone, thank you for being a Patreon subscriber.
If you're not,
Yeah, I guess they got
Yes.
it.
If you join us and you're not a Patreon subscriber, you need to go give us $5.
Is it
right
because we
now.
had to share
Just
the
kidding.
second link? Is that why?
Yeah, last minute.
Alright.
Guys, thank you all for being here. It was actually, that was so fun. I love doing that. And I honestly feel like we could do this again, just with more lists. Like if we ever need a topic. Because we just got to also just discuss really good general things without this being too specific of a thing that we were doing.
yeah.
And then if you joined in late, we're going to post this on the Patreon so you can go back, watch the whole thing if you came in halfway through or whatever. But thanks for being a part of the Lost Bros with us. We get to do this podcast because of you guys. Our next time we go to the resort, I'm going to do the special Mickey call, and Patreon's going to get to see it first. It's going to go up on Patreon first, so you guys get the exclusive first look.
That I'm getting my prescripties delivered to Magic Kingdom. Stand by.
Yep. So there you go.
Real quick before we go, James said, has anybody Ubered back from the parks? When I was drinking a lot in 2019, not like an unhealthy amount, I was just like partying all the time because I was still young enough to party. I would Uber from my house to and from the parks all the time. So if you have the cash, like, and you don't mind paying the $10 each way, I mean, for me, it was like $10 each way from my house. I did it all the time, and I would just get like super drunk and Uber back. And even the parks, if I don't want to wait for a bus, dude, call
Yeah.
an Uber, man.
I've done that.
I've done that. I've done that at Epcot a few times.
Yeah.
if you have the throwaway cash.
Oh, if you're with a group and you can split the Uber.
Oh yeah,
Like,
there's 4 of you. It's
cheap.
like $2 each, but you don't have to wait for anything. Like just do it.
Yeah. I'm
All right,
agree.
everyone's here. We gotta go. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you everybody for participating, for being a part of this. That was an awesome stream.
That's great. We
And
love
we will
you
catch
guys.
you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Assist.
There we go.
The end screen on the YouTube thing.
That was great.